Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good Shabbos. We have been reading from the book of Deuteronomy, the fifth book of the Torah, and one could consider Deuteronomy to be one long sermon. Probably the longest sermon in history, except look out for these high holidays. I'm going to try to match that. In any case, Moses needs to instruct the people and guide the people and inspire the people because they're going to enter the promised land, and as he discovered, he is not. Very disappointed about that, feel it's unjust, not fair. Finally, God really ends the conversation with Moses' challenges, saying, enough. It's just enough. You accomplished enough, you did enough, and you're not going to enter the promised land. And I don't want to have this discussion any longer. And Moses is going to make peace with that, and he has to find the blessing in what he considers to be the curse. Really, that sets up the theme of this Torah portion, which begins on Deuteronomy number 11, chapter 11, called R'eih. R'eih means see. See is a very interesting word. It's what do you see? How does it appear to you? More than just seeing, what is your vision? And seeing beyond actually what's in front of you and what possibly could be. And it goes into the blessing and the curses, and actually to divide blessings from curses, there are two mountains mentioned. One is Mount Gerizim, and that's the lodging place of the blessings. And we know that that mount is very green, very lush, with springs, very beautiful. The curses go on Mount Ebal. Ebal is to the north, dry and more desolate, and that is where curses lie. But it's not always so clear-cut. One mountain blessings, one mountain curses. Moses will have to see that perhaps the decision about him is the greatest blessing of all, because he gets to go up to the mountaintop, Har Nebo, and look into the future and see into the future and see that there is a future and he was part of it, and it's the greatest consolation of all. I was reminded of all of this. One of our members shared with me recently that at the beginning of the summer, she had an accident and then surgery, which meant that her entire summer could be seen as ruined. Actually, it turned out to be the greatest gift of all. She couldn't go to work. She couldn't drive at first. And what it led her to do is to appreciate her family, to slow down and smell the roses, and see that of all the summers she has ever experienced, this was the best summer of all. So it's really for us to try to find that goodness, even when it seems bad. And actually, sometimes there's bad in what seems to be good as well. Well, join us this Friday because we're celebrating a great blessing. We have our new director, Andy Katz, and his wife, Erin. We're welcoming them. We're going to be naming their daughter, Darren, right here on this bima in front of this open ark. That service is going to begin at 6, to be followed by a fantastic, family-friendly barbecue in our courtyard. We always say weather permitting, but of course it's going to be nice weather. In any case, a wonderful time to celebrate. And just as Deuteronomy is the closing book, so this new month of Elul, which begins right now, this particular weekend, is the last month of this year as we begin to think about the new year and high holidays and having our great family reunion with all of you. So Shabbat Shalom.